relationship with Kainos has been key really on the whole life cycle of the Evolve development. They're a very flexible company to work with, and that's really suited how we wanted to approach this whole project.
My experience of Kainos starts in 2003, but in fact I knew some of the principles from the mid-1980s when I was the CIO of NSPCC, and we had some fairly major programs to deliver, of which far and away the largest was to deliver Childline, which is obviously very well known. And the trouble we had at that point was to try and deliver it very quickly within some fairly tight cost targets, and the people that Kainos supplied helped immeasurably in achieving that.
For a project to be successful, it takes buy-in from many different types of people. How have you addressed that at Ipswich?
We had really good clinical buy-in, and I think that was really key to the project actually. I think at the beginning it was quite difficult to get their buy-in, but once they realised that it was actually happening, it's been really good and it's been really effective. I think one of the important things is that they've really bought into Kainos as well, and they actually know the guys by sort of first name terms, and they actually like to discuss the project with them, so that's really been really useful.
What do you think organisations like Kainos deliver into the enterprise content management market?
Experience and experience. These companies who put in big projects and learnt their way through, and in some, especially in public sector and local authorities and hospitals and so on, it's not really about the technology. It's about bringing together all the departments that can make the best use of these products to all work together to a common end, and not install a point solution, but to install a solution that starts here and grows wider and wider until it is solving problems for all of the departments. Let's face it, it has to work. You cannot implement a medical record system or a local government record system and have it be inappropriate or not compliant. And so that's what companies like Kainos can help with, to make sure that it is actually compliant and will be compliant from point one onwards.
We've seen benefits in many areas. Consultants enjoy the result of having a clear, legible discharge summary, because when a patient has presented to the hospital, they've got the information there from their last stay, so it helps from a clinical side. It also helps with patient safety, meaning that the right care can be delivered at the right time in the right place. But also from a GP perspective, the discharge summaries are getting delivered within a timely fashion, again legible, and GP feedback has been really positive, so it's been a very good response.
Kainos has worked with us on a number of our projects. One was to build a website called the National Safeguarding Unit, which works with teachers and pupils alike across the country, advising them on the background to how to safeguard children. Another, probably much larger project, was to develop a brand new case management system that our social workers use to manage their cases, the live cases, throughout their life and throughout the year.
I think the relationship we have with Kainos is very good. They're a very flexible company to work with, and it's a very different way of working for us, because most of our implementations up till now have been very structured around the national programme, but working with Kainos on the development of Evolve has been a very fluid exercise.